Well, zoomed in a lot. Okay. So, more reasons I think I'm autistic, which is apparently a thing. Another reason I think I am is because of the way I used to speak, and the way I was conscious about the way I spoke. I purposefully didn't speak like an adult because I didn't want to seem weird to my peers, and I didn't want to come across as a smartass to adults. So I toned down my language on purpose. I remember, I can't think of specific, like, instances of being told, like, stop being a smartass or anything like that. But I can clearly, like, vividly remember thinking, I can't say that. Like, I don't know what it was, but, like, I can't say that the way, like, in that way, the way I'm thinking of saying it, because it will be taken the wrong way. I remember very clearly thinking that, like, I can't say that because they'll think I'm being smart with them. So I purposefully changed the way I spoke just to not come across in ways that would affect me negatively. Like, I purposefully didn't speak like what I thought sounded like an adult. I didn't want adults to, like, get the wrong impression. I became really good at interacting with adults. Peers, not so much, because I didn't know how to interact with them. Like, with adults, I knew exactly what they wanted me to do and what they didn't want me to do. They were very clear on things like that. Like, don't tip your chair back. Do raise your hand in class. I'm thinking like in school. Don't speak over other people. Do answer questions, like answer this question that I just asked. Like, I just remember adults being like, answer me. You know what I mean? So, like, do this thing, don't do that thing. Like, adults were very clear on the things that they wanted. So I knew what rules to follow. I knew how to make sure adults were happy and content and not upset with me. And I knew how to get their approval by doing what they wanted me to do or not do. But with my peers, they were just doing their own fucking things. Like, they weren't clear on the way they wanted me to act. So I didn't know how to act around them. I knew how to act around adults, so I got along with them pretty well. I was always like the friend that parents would comment about, like, oh, you have such good manners and it's so nice to have you over. Like, thanks, because I do it on purpose. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, you don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. I am purposefully gaining your approval. Glad it's working. But after a certain age, that goes away. Like, I'm no longer sure of what other adults think of like, not think of me, but like what their thoughts are, what they want me to do or not do, or say or not say. Like, I don't know anymore. So I go off of what I've learned. And what I've learned is a very complicated set of social rules that I still don't feel like I'm fully understanding all the time, but that I think I've gotten very good at identifying and mimicking. So like, trying to think of examples. I think I've gotten pretty good at things like, well, like eye contact for one. Although it's a concerted effort. Like, I was teased for not making eye contact by a friend, actually, when I was in high school. And so I now make a concerted effort to maintain eye contact, but not the entire time, because that would be weird. And I know that it would be weird, probably from doing it, or at least seeing it done, and observing the way other people react to it. So there's a comedian who was like, prolonged eye contact. I can't remember who it was, but it's like staring, like, don't stare. Don't stare. That's rude. Don't stare. That's a rule. So, like, you gotta maintain eye contact, but don't stare. So, I make eye contact, but then I have to like count. Like, I don't count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too distracting. I count like in beats, or like I count based on the way the other person is making eye contact. So like, if they're making a lot of prolonged eye contact, then I'm gonna try to match that. But when they look away, as soon as they look away, I'm like, okay, cool, I can look away now too. But then I have to check, are they looking back? No? Okay, cool, I can continue to look away. Have they looked back yet? They have. Okay, hi. I'm paying attention. And I'm interested in what you're saying. And I'm enjoying this interaction. Can you tell? I'm trying really hard to make sure that you can tell. And I could look away. Okay, cool. Like, recharge. Very briefly, but recharge. It's like, it takes concerted effort to maintain eye contact. I'm constantly thinking about which eye I'm looking at. I end up looking at the same eye a lot, and I'm never sure if that's weird. Because I can't I can't tell. I don't know. Because I can't tell what seems right for other people with me. Like, when they look between my eyes, I'm just kind of like, don't do that. Why are you looking at both eyes? What is wrong with them? I don't know. It feels so strange. So that's an example. But also things like the flow of conversation. I've gotten very good at picking up on when I'm expected to respond to things, even when I've missed things because of ADHD. So even when I've missed crucial information, I've fucking fudged my way through it. There's a word I'm trying to think of. I've flubbed my way through it. Fucking flubbed my way through it. I don't know. But like I fake my way through it. And that's the word I was fucking looking for. I fake my way through it. And I'm able to do that because I'm so good at picking up on social cues, because I had to learn that shit. Like, I had to learn it. I had to study it. I had to internalize it. I have to replicate it. It doesn't just happen. And autism explains that perfectly. I've gotten, I think, good at mimicking other people, and I alter the way I interact with people based on who I'm interacting with. Which is why I'm not great in social situations, like with multiple people. If it's a huge crowd of people, then I can just sort of blend in with it, and I'm fine. I can be a part of a conversation if I want, if I'm brave enough, if there's something that I'm passionate about, maybe. But mostly I just kind of stay on the outskirts of conversations. Like, I'll laugh when things are funny, and or when other people are laughing because I missed the joke or the punchline, but I think the setup was pretty good, so I think the joke was good, unless it's got some kind of really offensive ending, in which case, I'm laughing along with everyone, when I would not want to be. It's a whole bunch of little shit that I think of like that. So it's all a concerted effort, and it's fucking exhausting. And now that I'm realizing what's going on, like, I'm picking everything apart and analyzing it. And now that I'm doing that, I'm realizing just how much energy goes towards this hiding of myself. Masking. I mask. Full time. Like, even alone, I restrict what I do. And I'm recording this right now because I wanted to talk out loud, but not to myself alone, because that would be kind of nuts. And I'm already nuts. I don't need any more reason to be thought of that way. So I stifle myself. And it's gotten to the point where I can't do it anymore. Like, just like with gender, I can't do it anymore. I can't hide who I am anymore. It's fucking exhausting. It's not just a matter of, I want to be myself. Like, no, it's exhausting to not be. But also, I just want to fucking be myself. Is that so bad? But, like, I'm so worried about what the world is gonna think about me. For so many different reasons. And I hate it, because I just don't want to care. But I do. So much. And because of caring so much, I've developed a very specific set of skills that has allowed me to move through the world in a way that doesn't look like I have autism, which I know can be, in some ways, a privilege. But now I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight for it, for my diagnosis. Because I've already gotten from different people, oh, I don't see it. It's like, well, yeah, you don't fucking see it because I fucking hide it. And I'm good at it. Damn it. Yeah. I'm good at it. And I know that. Because people don't see it. But it's there. And I know it's there. Like, this entire time, I have been tightening and releasing muscles. Like, right along the sides of my thighs. Like, alternating muscles. Because I can't, like, rock back and forth. Or do something else. Like, I can't do anything else. I have to hide it. So I hide it.